Hi everyone, hello. Right, it is evening. It's the evening time and it is time for me to soak my beans for my dish tomorrow. So tomorrow, can you guess what I'm making? Yeah, I'm making a bean chili. This is a 4-bean chili. You can do a 2-bean chili, 3-bean chili, whatever. But I like to have a nice variety of beans. So I put in 2 cups of butter beans, and these are the large flat ones. 2 cups of those. I've put 2 cups of chickpeas, which I think in America and Canada they're called garbanzo beans, I believe. But these are chickpeas. I've done 1 cup of cannellini beans. They're like haricot beans, really, just little white beans. And 1 cup of black beans. Now, you can use any beans you want, any variety you want, any amount you want. You could have done 2 cups of black beans if you had more black beans. But I'm making a huge bowl. This is going to be quite a big chili. These will expand to be quite big. I'm going to put them in water overnight and they're ready to rock and roll because I want 2 days worth of meals for 3 adults. So this is, my mother's coming to stay, so I've got a lovely bean chili ready for her arrival tomorrow night, and then the next day we could go putting it on some jacket potatoes or something like that. So I'm making a big batch. So off I go, putting these in soak overnight tonight. There we go. And you want to make sure that you've got quite a lot of water above the beans because they do expand. And you don't want them to dry out when they still need more soaking. So plenty of water. Then I'm just going to cover it with some cling film or just a tea towel. And hey presto, I'll be ready for the morning. So it's the next morning and you can see I've drained and I've cooked these beans now. They've kind of gone a bit of a dull looking colour because I mixed the black beans in with, of course, the white looking beans. If you were going to do a colourful salad, then I would soak them separately. But because I'm putting them into a chili, then it really doesn't matter on the colour because they're all going to be smothered in tomato sauce anyway. So you see how much they've sort of doubled in size. So if I cooked them all off this morning, they only needed about 25 minutes cooking. And now I am cooking off my onions and garlic. So with no oil, all you need to do is cook the onions and garlic in a splash of water. Now this water does go down very quickly. The onions soak up very quickly the moisture. So we just keep adding water. I just add it from the kettle until, oh, there's only a little bit left in there, until I feel that the onions are soft enough to start the dish going. So you just keep topping it up with water. And it really does do the same job as it would if you were using oil. Okay, so you can see how the onions have really swollen now and they're nice and soft and the water is pretty much all gone. So I'm going to add now all of my mixed spices, and in here I've got a teaspoon of hot chili powder, teaspoon of smoked paprika, teaspoon of cumin and a teaspoon of garlic powder. So I put fresh garlic in as well as garlic powder. I just love garlic. And then we're just gonna mix all that in. Instantly you get that powerful smell of those lovely spices. There we go. And then I'm going to add 1 tin of chopped tomatoes to have, because I quite like to have some chunky bits of tomato in. That mixed in. And then, if you can hear my washing machine going, I'm multitasking. My washing machine decides to go on to spin as I'm cooking, filming. And then I'm going to put 2 cartons of passata sauce. And this is just, I haven't opened them, so I'll do them in a sec. That is just a tomato sauce really, but a smoother version. So that's with the tomato sauce, it's nicely bubbling away there. And now I'm going to add the passata sauce, and you'll see this is just a runny tomato sauce. It's almost like the stock, if you like. because I'm making a large batch. I'm putting 2 of these in. And these are 500 grams, so 1,000 grams of passata sauce. There we go, and that's the base of the chili sauce. And all we're going to do now is bung them into there. Whoa, that's a big pot of chili. Look at that. Oh, so good. Who needs meat in a chili? No one. You don't need meat in a chili. This is far better for you. 0 fat, high in protein, high in vitamins and minerals and everything else you need. Low in fat, low in sugar, 0 cholesterol. It's a no-brainer and tastes amazing. I'm just going to let that bubble. I'll give it a taste and see if I need to top it up with any spices. I'm going to keep these. I'm not going to throw these in the bin yet, or in the recycling yet, because it will soak up some of the juice. So what I'll do is put some water from the kettle in each of these to wash them out and top it up in there when this juice starts to evaporate a little bit. So you can see I've washed out the cartons and the can with some water and just topped up that stock. I've also added some salt to taste, and I did actually just put a bit more chili powder in just to give it a little bit more of a kick. But that's completely a personal preference. So I'm just going to leave that now to marinate most of the day, because the longer you leave it to marinate, the yummier it becomes. So here we are, finished my 4-bean chili with plain boiled brown rice. Look at that, delicious. Enjoy.